This is Jordan Philbeck.
And Mandy Tomasi.
And we couldn't be more excited for you to join us for the Girls Off the Grid podcast show.
We realized there's a lot of women out there, just like we were, just existing. So we discovered how to laugh through the tough seasons of life and begin to live life on our terms.
And that is what living off the grid is all about.
Our podcast was built so you can have a girlfriend by your side as you navigate through this crazy thing called life. It's real talk, it's girl talk.
Absolutely. Let's talk life, love, and all the things that make us human. Let's do life off the grid. Good morning. Welcome to Girls Off the Grid. I'm Jordan Philbeck.
And I'm Mandy Tomasi. We're so excited that you guys are here. Welcome back. Welcome back.
I know. Last week we talked a little bit about something I'm super passionate about. And we hope that you will have listened back and hear a little bit more about it. But we mentioned being more aware of yourself and maybe not changing into 2021, but appreciating where you're at. And maybe it's not about becoming something different. It's about unbecoming, about seeing you and your strengths and not becoming someone else or what the world says you should be, or hitting these huge goals because that's what you're supposed to do, but rather maybe looking at who you are, appreciating that, coming from a place of gratefulness and tapping into those strengths versus thinking that you're not good enough. And so with that, we wanted to start with 5 affirmations we hope you'll say with us today. And remember these things. 5 things we want you to remember today. Number 1, you are valuable. You are capable. You are enough. You are seen. And you are a warrior.
I think those are so incredibly powerful, each one. And not only can we carry through with a lot of those, but what's awesome is that if you guys aren't over in our private Facebook community, we invite you to come over and join with us because I love it over there. It's Girls Off the Grid. And what's so exciting about being over there is just these things. It's that number 4 I really love is being seen. Being seen and being heard. I think there's so many times in life where I feel kind of like I'm in this hamster wheel. And so many times I'm like, but I'm drowning or I need this or, and, and I don't feel that anyone's actually ever really listening. And what's nice about this specific group is that there's almost 2,000 women in there. But what's awesome about it is that every day it's filled with someone else going through something and we're all there to help one another along the way.
Everybody's story.
Yeah. So the scene is huge.
Huge. And I feel like when we go through things in life, I feel this way sometimes. Like when you're going through a struggle or you're going through something that's not normal for you, you feel like the world is still moving. Everything's great for everybody else. You're the only one in this boat of, how am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to be a great mom? How am I supposed to be a spouse? How am I supposed to take care of the home and my business and to feel fulfilled and to fill your own cup? And all of a sudden, when you go down that path, it's like things aren't going right. But Susie Q over here, or your neighbors, or your friends at the gym or at church, it just seems to be like their life is on track. They know what they're doing, and you feel lost, and all of a sudden you don't feel seen. And you're like, everybody else is doing well but me. And it can be so consuming. And then I think that leads you down a path of not seeing all the gifts that you have and all the blessings in your life and all that you have to be grateful for. And I know you and I were talking about really our story and why we created Off the Grid. I want to read you our mission, and then we want to share a little bit more of why we're so grateful that you're here. 2 friends, that's us, and you, 1 vision. Off the Grid living is a life you create. You choose to live bigger, more bold, and brave. We are a purpose-driven lifestyle brand focused on healing and empowering humans, building confidence and bringing awareness to our passionate issues. And we feel grateful that you're here. If you're hearing us on YouTube, or if you're on our podcast, or in our group, Girls Off the Grid, or in our business page, or on our Instagram, wherever it is that you've found us, we're just grateful that you're here. There's a reason for that. And Mandy and I started this because we felt through our struggles, through our journey, through what has formed us.
Oh gosh, I know. I just keep thinking the layers. I mean, of course, if you're just tapping into even our past podcast, of just sharing just a little bit about our stories individually. I think it's so interesting that when they see me, when they see you, they see 2 girls. And in fact, I really think that we do look very similar.
Yes.
We do very similar. But we have such incredibly different backgrounds and experiences. And that's what I think is so powerful about us coming together, is that I feel that we cover a lot of bases in ways that some of you may or may not know. What's awesome is that we're actually having an event next Friday on the 22nd, or on Friday the 22nd. We'll be having more, but sharing a little bit more about who we are and how we've come to this point where we felt, our lives are just not enough. It's not about us.
Right.
It's not about our struggles anymore. It's about showing other women that they too can overcome those massive, incredible hurdles that life just seemed to just fly at you out of nowhere. And what we found we've been friends for over 10 years and having our own businesses individually and constantly with women all day for past, at least 6-7 years,
Right.
I think. And hearing kind of the same theme is I feel alone. I don't feel like I'm heard. I feel that I may be going through this by myself. No one else has gone through this. And we found that it's not about us anymore.
No.
It's about you. And it's about us as a team of women and children, and empowering one another to say, girlfriend, you are not alone. We've been through it. And if we haven't been through it, guess what? We have another girl right next to us, linked arms with us, that says, hey, I've been through that. Let's talk about it.
And when I hear you saying that, I can't help but go back to, it was this shift of, you can take a victim mindset in life, I feel, really quickly. Things happen and it's like, why me? Or why? The why. Just really, it's honestly why.
Yeah.
Why that experience, or why this, or why that, or why now. And a lot of times you feel alone in that. You feel unworthy of the good stuff, of a good life. You feel like maybe it is just you. Maybe you're not capable of all those great things in life. And I think that starts by choosing that mindset.
And also, I think forgiving yourself.
Right. Yes.
I think so many times I look back at all the, massive mistakes I've made in my life. If I could go back, people were like, what was that one, if you could go back that one time and switch something, I'm like, there's several. Sadly, and makes me even cry just thinking about it. But to allow myself to understand that I'm not perfect, and to forgive myself, because then what happens is when I'm not forgiving myself, I'm already setting myself up for failure. Because then I won't allow anything else great to come in, because I'm just self-doubting. I'm self-deprecating.
It's consumed in it.
And forgiving myself to say, it's okay, Mandy, you made a mistake, you've asked for forgiveness, you've moved forward, it's okay to move forward. And I think that's where that hang up is. It's like that disconnect.
Right.
I don't feel like I'm allowed to have anything great because of all of the mistakes that I've made in my past.
And I hear you saying that, and I think about, we both have kids, and how sad would it be if you right now think about something great in your life, if it's a spouse, if it is a boyfriend, girlfriend, if it is a child, if it is a friend, a pastor, someone you see at the grocery store, whatever it might be for you. Think for just a second and view that you are blessed to have that. And for 1 second, if you blocked everybody out, if you blocked life out because you felt unworthy, what your kid or what your spouse misses out on. Because when I think about it, I guess I should say, if I don't forgive myself, if I don't change a mindset from victim to that happened for a reason, that inspired me to be right here today, if I don't choose to stop that behavior and allow great friends in my life, that my daughter is going to go through and take on that mindset, take on the victim mindset, take on the why me. I always think about, even more so than victim, I think of the why. Like, when you question things, when are you really going to get answers? You got to make that shift to, this did happen, this is what it is, and I have a choice. I have a choice to go after something. I have a choice to see the good in that, because now I'm going to go and I'm going to bless someone else, or my daughter's going to see me as an overcomer, or whatever it might be for you. And so we hope that through our journeys and through our experiences, by creating Off the Grid, by creating a lifestyle brand that is focused on healing and empowering humans, that we can take you along that journey with us, that you can, step by step, it's not an overnight process. I think it's a lifelong journey.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that's what I always say. It's like the acceptance is the answer to all my problems. Like, I have to accept the things I cannot change. Like these are the things, and I have to accept my my mistakes, but I also have to accept my successes,
Right.
and understand that looking back and saying, okay, if I were to actually look back at all the things that I actually have like done this year, let's write those down.
Right.
Instead of constantly reminding myself of, oh, remember when you did this, or remember when you
God,
did
that
that.
can create such an anxiety. Choosing to see what went wrong versus let's look at 2020, for example, and let's just look back and say, these are the 5 great things.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going to take with me to 2021 because I deserve that.
Yeah.
You deserve that.
Let's
Whoever is
obsess over
listening,
those.
let's obsess over that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
like let's obsess over the fact that we're here today. We're alive.
Yes.
We're listening in. We have purpose to be fulfilled in this life. You're here for a reason. And we hope through our journey and through even the reminders on our shirt, Warrior is written backwards on Mandy's shirt. As you can tell, it looks correct when you look in the mirror or when you take that selfie. And one of the reasons we were inspired to do that specific line for Off the Grid is from my son, who was found out he was dyslexic 4 years ago now, I believe. We started seeing signs, and we'll share more about this later, but started seeing signs when he was in kindergarten, and he's my hero. Through that journey, being that I'm a let's make everything right type of person, and I can fix that type of person, realizing I can't fix that. It is our journey. It is our path. It is his story. And how can I grow from from the news that we received? How can I grow from that? Because I can't fix it, but we are warriors and we are strong. So that line was created because that showed me a lot of times our confidence is built. It's built on experience. It is built on circumstances that happen, and we choose to face those. And he is facing that head on. And he is, sometimes it's not about the world saying, you're great, you can do it, you can overcome it, because those words weren't clicking for him when I said it. He needed to believe that.
Yeah.
And so we both found how powerful that really is, and how you speak to yourself and what you believe about yourself. So like we said at the beginning, 5 things we want you to remember today. Simple things. Number 1, you are valuable. Number 2, you are capable. Number 3, you are enough. Number 4, you are seen. We see you. Number 5, you are a warrior. Those are powerful.
I absolutely love them. I love them, and I love that it's a part of our every single day. I love again, if you aren't over in our private Facebook community, it's a safe place. It's a safe place for you to come and enjoy, read along, be a fly on the wall, or share some of your stories, or just comment and see all the things that we're talking about. We're at the Girls Off the Grid. And we really encourage you guys and invite you to come spend some time with us. It's a super strong group. We're growing by the day.
Yep.
It's been so exciting. We have retreats planned throughout the year. So we have, whether they're, of course, right now with COVID, we're being COVID conscious. So they're going to be virtual right now. But we're growing. We're growing big time. And if you'd like to get snuggly like we are, grab your coffee, grab your stuff. We are at www.otgwarrior.com, and just check us out. Look, there's all different things to shop, our community, our story, our podcasts, everything's available there. So we just invite you guys. We're just so thrilled and honored that you all have taken this time to listen to us. And just in return, we hope we bring you some value, and just know that you are loved.
Absolutely. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
We'll
Can't wait
talk to you
next week. Talk to you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.